Tonight, from London, England, it's the NFL International Series on EA Sports. It's the London Black Knights taking on the New England Patriots.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the London Black Knights. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at the Londoners as they get ready here. They're off to a terrific start, unbeaten at 5-0 through the first month and change.
And you can hang a lot of this early success on their defense, too. They're the tone setters for these guys, and the entire team feeds off of what they do.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there right off the bat. 56 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. That's complete right around the 8. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has a real priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Chase Young, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that told me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to own that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. A check on Breida's numbers from last week. 15 carries, 92 yards.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a changeup.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled him with the inside run.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. How about that? Their quarterback hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And his guys have taken the lead. Graham Gano on for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. A look at the numbers from Penny last week. 15 carries, 58 yards.
And give him a ton of credit. He's running the ball really well. But I look at those guys up front. That unit is truly playing as just that. Every move that they make, their teammate understands what that move means and what they need to do. And right now, they're starting to grind it out pretty well.
Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass and they get 12 yards out of it.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him old reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Here's Penny on the counter. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On second down, here's Penny. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a third down and about 9 to go.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, first and 10.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He'll set up the screen to Lacey. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down. They'll look to throw again. This is caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
And it really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive guy,
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. This is Breida, and he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Now this one complete on the slant route. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Out to the flat for Lacey. and he'll be brought down right around the 37. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Out of the gun now on third down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's third and 3. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And James has it. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Patriots. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. Good-looking return set up here. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll throw now on the final play. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the... And just like that, on we head to half number 2. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. London about set to take over on offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. They're going to look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game. And there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it. And no adjustment has been made to take it away.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Penny will try to punch it in. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked down. It's going the other way.
All I know, partner, is that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. flush to his right. He'll try and run it.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 13 yards, and it keeps the drive moving. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Double dog, that's the way. 57, Mike, 50. Here we go. 57's Mike 57.
He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's James. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 23. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
I love the drive they're working on here, because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here's Breida. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Watch the slack, watch the slack. Watch the slack. Hey, watch it.
Now it's Breida. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
53 is the mic. Check 19.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Dante Pettis. His first touchdown on the year. And his guys are just an extra point away now from taking the lead in this game. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. New England trying to get a place on offense. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. Matt Breed in the offense heading back out. And as the numbers show, he really wasn't in the mix at the beginning, but they've got him in the rotation now, and it's proved a good move.
And that's what happens when you're a good player. There's a lot more attention drawn to you, and it's obvious that they had him in their game plan on defense, not letting him get off to a good start, but he's found a way so far here in the second half.
And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Second and 5. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Fielded at the 20. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Patriots take over. So the Patriots now trailing 14-13. And time, a huge factor. And they're in danger of a third straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The first down screen pass, good for 5. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. He's back to throw. Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. He'll look to throw. He's got Evans. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll look to throw. 9 yards to pick up. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long. Back to throw. Leaves it for Penny. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the home team here, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.